Hey YouTube friends, just wanted to do a top 10 of 2015. So these are movies that came out in 2015 that I watched. This is my top 10 list of my favorites. And there are a lot of movies I didn't get to see, so there may have been some other ones on this list as well. And there are a lot of honorable mentions too, but these are definitely my top 10 favorites. These are in no particular order at all. I wanted to actually start out not with Kingsman, but with Fantastic Four. This movie was fantastic. I thought this was one of the best movies last year, and I didn't understand why it got hated on at all. This is a really nice steelbook of it, and I'm totally kidding. This movie absolutely was horrible and atrocious, so just wanted to throw y'all for a loop. Hopefully none of y'all turned the video off before I was done, but I hated this movie. The only reason I own this is because somebody gave this to me for Christmas, which is a nice looking steelbook, but I will probably never watch this again because I went and saw it in the theater, even though it had terrible buzz, and terrible critic reviews. But yeah, it lived up to the horrible hype because it is horrible. So anyway, just joking with everybody. But to start off the list, Kingsman, the Secret Service. I'm a big Mark Millar fan as far as comic books. I loved this movie. I thought it was fantastic. It was definitely a lot of fun. It's, to me, campy and what spy movies should be, and I loved Sam Jackson's character, which he was covered up by a sticker there. There he is right there. Just thought he was really cool. What he did with that villain was awesome, and the chick with the legs that were like blades or swords or whatever was awesome as well. But loved Kingsman. Definitely check it out if you haven't seen it. Some of them have not come out on DVD yet, so I thought I'd scroll through my iPad here. Star Wars The Force Awakens. Not the best Star Wars movie in my opinion. Not my favorite. My favorite is still Empire Strikes Back. But I absolutely love this movie. It is Star Wars, so we got a new Star Wars movie this year. We got some old characters, some new. I loved all the new ones. Kylo Ren is now my favorite villain. I absolutely love him. He was awesome. So just the feeling of nostalgia and the feeling of having that new movie and the Star Wars scrolling on the screen was so much fun. So entertainment-wise, definitely not the best movie of the year, but has to be on my list because I loved it so much. If you haven't seen Force Awakens, definitely see it. I'm excited about the sequels. Next up, The Visit. This is also in my top 10. M. Night Shyamalan back in form as far as I'm concerned. I've enjoyed most of his movies. I'm not a hater of him, but loved this movie. I loved the shot on video. The two kids were great in it, especially the boy. He was hilarious. The movie had that impending sense of dread, and I won't spoil anything about it if you haven't seen it, but definitely see The Visit. I think it comes out on DVD or to own this week, so definitely check out The Visit. It is awesome. Love that poster too. And lastly, movies that I haven't gotten yet on DVD. Bridge of Spies. I love Steven Spielberg. Usually love everything he does. Bridge of Spies did not disappoint. This movie was fantastic. I absolutely loved it. Tom Hanks, that everyman role that he plays so well, he did so well again in this. And it was just an awesome movie that left me quietly sitting there at the end like a lot of Spielberg's movies have. So love that movie. Bridge of Spies was great. Check it out when you get the chance. So this one is probably something no one has seen, and if you have, please let me know what you thought. But it's called Faults, and it had Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who I always know as Royal Pain from oh gosh, the name just slipped my mind. The Sky High, sorry. And then Leland Orser, who was amazing in this. So check this movie out. I can't really describe it to you. It's fantastic. It's about a guy who specializes in cults and counseling people out of them, but has some serious twists and surprises. This movie, acting-wise, story-wise, everything blew me away. It was something I just felt like a lot of people should have seen. I loved this movie. So see Faults if you have not seen it. It's great. It's horror movie fans will like it, so will people who love dramas. So next up, can't say I didn't love Jurassic World. I absolutely loved it. Fantastic movie. So much fun. Chris Pratt just keeps being awesome in movies, and I can't wait to continue to see him. I know he's going to be in Magnificent Seven, but this movie was great. I loved everything about it. I loved the dinosaurs. I loved the action, I loved the characters, everything. So Jurassic World, to me, the first movie, Jurassic Park, and this one, you could do without the other two. Even though I'm a Spielberg fan, I like the second one, that one takes the cake. And my favorite movie of the year, I can put this in the number one spot, is Mad Max Fury Road. I watched this again last night with some friends because a couple of them hadn't seen it, and this is my go-to movie now if you haven't seen it. I will watch it over and over. I never get tired of it. It is a masterpiece, and it deserves all the acclaim that it got. It is just so awesome. I love everything about it. This steelbook is great, too. So, Tom Hardy, excellent. My standout for me was Charlize Theron is Furiosa. She was awesome in this movie. So, if you haven't seen Mad Max yet, please see Mad Max. So, next up, a lot of people liked this as well, Ex Machina, which I think is how you say it. Great movie, great social commentary, awesome special effects, awesome acting. Oscar Isaac was awesome. And then also, I forget his name. It's Brendan Gleeson's son, this guy. He was General Hux in Star Wars, and I really like him as an actor. I think he's awesome. I think he was also the dude with the eye implants in Dredd. If you've seen Dredd, that movie's awesome as well. So, but Ex Machina, great sci-fi, thoughty sci-fi, kind of leaves you thinking after. Awesome movie. Loved it. So, next up, It Follows. This movie I've also could watch over and over. I know everybody says it and it's cliche, but the soundtrack is incredible. The movie is incredible. The way it's filmed, the way it kind of feels like it's in the past, but it's not, And he's got like devices that he even slipped in there, like that e-reader that girl has that looks like the clamshell. That's just a completely made up device to kind of throw you off. The director to me did just an amazing job. I can't wait to see more stuff from him. But I love this movie. It is a classic as far as I'm concerned. And I will watch this every year around Halloween and stuff like that. Immensely atmospheric and creepy and entertaining. And again, the soundtrack. Love the lead actress in it. I thought she was really great. Anyway, see It Follows if you haven't. And I know I'm going fast, but I didn't want to make a super long video. Lastly, a bunch of haters out there who hate on Neil Blomkamp, and say all his movies are the same. I don't really know what your point is because all of them have been awesome. So District 9 was awesome, and it was about something completely different than Chappie. Then you have Elysium, which again, I think is awesome. And then Chappie. And I can't wait to see more from this director. I understand he's directing the new Alien film. I think he's amazing. I thought Chappie was amazing. The way he gave the robot in this inanimate object like emotion and feeling and all of that, which is kind of like BB-8 in Star Wars, how you can get these characters that aren't really there just to just believe that they are who they are. And I think he did a great job. This movie had a great plot and a great point. I loved Hugh Jackman's villain in this. This is a cool steelbook as well. So, but yeah, Chappie, don't let people sway you from this. If you've heard things, see it for yourself and then make your own opinion. It, to me, was great. So, couple honorable mentions. I just saw Southpaw the other night. I really enjoyed that film. I didn't get to see Creed yet. I want to see Creed as well. And I also watched Selfless with Ryan Reynolds and Ben Kingsley. And I really was surprised by that movie. I liked Selfless a lot. So if you haven't seen Selfless with Ryan Reynolds, says Sci-Fi. Tarsem is the director, which we're used to him from like The Cell and, The Fall, which is one of my favorite movies, and movies like that. Immortals he directed. He's visually a stunning director, and he does a great job with Selfless. And it's a little bit different type of a movie for him. So, and then there was a lot of other things I saw this year that I enjoyed and had fun with, but these were definitely my top 10 picks. So let me know what you think of these movies. I'd love to see other top 10 videos as well. I love horror movies. Not a lot of horror in here, but I did watch a lot of horror movies last year. They were just things that were maybe older. Another honorable mention horror-wise could be a Christmas Horror Story. Loved that anthology film. It was great. So anyway, everybody have a great week. Happy New Year. And I look forward to watching some more top 10 videos from you guys as well.